YouTube land. I'm here to show you how we camp using our Intex Excursion 5 powered by a Minn Kota 40-pound thrust motor. Everything you need to make it fun is right here. I'm going to show you how to get everything we have with the camping into this boat. If you take a look at our camping site, every non-piece of nature you see was brought here by us inside this Minn Kota powered Intex Excursion 5. So come on back to the boat and I'll show you how it's done. Alright, first off, to cover a few things. You have to read the owner's manual when you get the boat. The reason is, in some states, it's required to have this boat registered, and you're going to need something from the manufacturer to show to give to the Department of Motor Vehicles registration to get this thing registered. And the owner's instruction manual explains how to get that. Just read it, you mail something off, and you get something back. But in our state, because it's short and underpowered, we don't need to have it registered. A great plus. So I see a lot. I want to bring that because I see a lot of people in the comments section, reviews on Amazon, bringing that up. And also another thing worth mentioning is people say how easily these things puncture sometimes in reviews. We've been out here, we've taken boats out like this no less than 60 times and never had one puncture. We've been across dragged across rocks, dragged across trees, no punctures. And here's why, because we read the owner's manual. So the owner's manual comes with this. It comes with a piece of tape showing 10 centimeters, not inches. It'd be bad if you went with inches. So here's what it looks like. And the owner's manual explains how to use it. So we're inflating it. Inflate the floor so it's nice and firm. And then start on bladder number 2. And when you're going, if it's in the morning, it's somewhat cool, bring it up to 10 centimeters. Use this, measure it. You know, about 20 minutes ago it was 10 centimeters, so it's getting hotter out. So inflate at 10 centimeters. As you're inflating it and the number 3 bladder is unfilled, put on the motor mount. And here's how you do that. There's 4 bolts, one here, opposite, one here, and opposite that one. It goes on easily. Remember, inflate this and then put this on as you're inflating the number 3 bladder. It's very simple to do. So going back to inflating, you got the number 2 bladder done, and you got the number 3 bladder. Inflate also up to 10 centimeters back here. Throughout the day, as it gets hotter, expect it to get a little more firm, more air. If it looks like it's overinflated, let some air out. But at the same time, if you're rolling around or floating around, you see some, and you end up in a shady spot, don't be surprised if the boat gets a little mushy, a little soft. As soon as you get back out in the sun, it'll get back to full size. So, overinflating. I've seen boats on Craigslist. I've seen boats out here where there's punctures all over the place, like up on the bow. I commonly see patches up here. If you overinflate the boat, it's going to be too firm, and so if you hit a twig, it's not going to be able to bounce off and absorb it and just bounce off. So don't overinflate it. You're just going to have problems. And I see reviewers in Amazon saying that these are cheap. They don't they puncture. Totally false. So back to the boat. Here's how we power ours. This is a Minn Kota 40-pound thrust trolling motor. Everything we need right here. Here's how you get it on. It's pretty simple. Once the motor mount's on, these 2 screws here, hand twist the screws, come loose. You just pop it on, pop it off, and pop it right back on. So that's how this is. And I'll tell you, these Minn Kota motors are awesome. We've never used anything but Minn Kota. Our last boat, a Seahawk, we had a 30-pound thrust. It was awesome. Here's why I like them. On my Seahawk, I had a 30-pound thrust on it, and we're cruising up a little narrow creek, kind of having a fun time exploring. So we're excited to see what's going to be around the corner. And all of a sudden, I look on the side of the boat. I see a gigantic submerged tree trunk. I hear the bottom of the boat skid across it. I race back to get the motor up. But it's too late. By the time I even got my hands back here, I heard the thunk. The prop had hit the log, the submerged log. So I thought I just broke my brand new Minn Kota motor. But I was surprised. I pulled up and it's fine. It's like nothing ever happened. If you read the manual for the Minn Kota, it says this shaft is made, can absorb, can bend to hit those things, and it's not a problem. So I can vouch for that. These Minn Kota motors are what you need to use. So next up, powering the motor. We have, on our boat, we keep 2 Group 31 batteries. We use Duracell from Batteries Plus. Group 31 is a big one, and that can get you out all day long. So battery placement. Take a look at that. This is how we used to do it. We used to put the battery right there. You sit down, and it's fine. There's no chafing. The battery isn't going to chafe and cause any punctures. It works. Never had any issues with that. But we decided we want to have a little more space. So this is what we did. By the way, take a look at those cup holders. These are nice to have. In our old videos, we had cup holders on here, but doing that led to a lost phone and a few other lost items. But if you have this here, you can put your phone in here, and check out that Bluetooth speaker over there. Let me show you that. Comes out, link it up to your iPhone, your phone, whatever. So you have what you want, and it's paired. There you go, you're done for the day. Your music's set. Go back to the batteries. You pop that side. There's our battery. So we have this plug here. Even if you have your battery here, we extended the line, so yours is just going to come around this way. Plug it right there, and you don't have to worry about fiddling around the boat box, which you should have, because you don't want battery acid getting on the boat. You have the boat box rigged up with this. It's a Minn Kota plug. It's like 30 bucks. I can put a link in the comments. But this is how we do it. The battery goes here. We have our voltmeter and a few other add-ons. Plus this. This is our key to the boat. Now the battery's on. You can see things turn on here. Now it's off. And now the battery won't turn on. So if you're going somewhere and you're just worried about someone taking off of your boat, this will help stop it. But if they really want it, they can bypass it. So back to the battery. Cable comes in under the seat through this hole that we drilled, kind of sloppy, and plugs in here. So it's all on. I'll come back here. We're ready to go. Probably should mount the motor first. So that's that. It's pretty easy. Last, there's a few other things you want to do. Like the cup holders are a nice feature. This is great for air conditioning, because when you're out in the sun, it's getting baked. You're going to want something to kind of cool you down. Kind of cool down the boat too. But there's a reason the front seat's not in place there. We use this crate and another one to go camping on the deserted island somewhere in the Pacific Northwest. So take a look at this. If you turn around, you can see everything that we brought with us. The blue crate was right there. That's how we got all our camping stuff. You'll see the tent, tubes over there, our day camping area, and it's everything we need for cooking and sleeping. Note the Yeti too. What we did was we put the battery box in first. This went in front of the battery box, and the Yeti cooler went in front of that. And on top of all those, we were able to put the dog, wherever she is, and we put the tent on top of that too. But please, if you have any questions, leave in the comment section. We'll let you know how to do it. That's all for now.